if you want to fix your mental health straight away, I'm just going to share with you why going on morning walks is hugely beneficial to your mental health, right? And morning walks is something that I've implemented in my lifestyle and my daily, habits as a protocol for like the last couple of years. And ever since I started to look after my mental health by going on daily walks, as well as other, strategies that I use, like I've got my morning routine that I do, journaling, meditating and so forth, but morning walks, I'm telling you, is something that any of us can do, right? As humans, we all have access to the ability to go on morning walks, right? It's just how you choose to set yourself up for the day is on you, right? And yes, you can go on walks in the evening. Like obviously you can always go for a walk in the evening, but by getting your morning walk in for the day, there are huge benefits to this, right? And that's what I'm going to discuss in today's video, because us as humans, we know that exercise to some degree is good for our health, right? Our mental health. We know that it's good, but what is it that morning walks do specifically to us as humans to have better mental health, right? And that's what this video is about, raising awareness. So I'll get straight into it. Now, first of all, you're going to have better mood, right? By having a better mood, you're going to decrease those negative thoughts out of your head, right? Us as humans are set to have about 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. Imagine out of all those thoughts, majority of them are all negative. That's going to ruin you. You're setting yourself up for failure, right? You're literally setting yourself up for failure. The people around you are going to suffer as well, because you're either going to have to put on a mask and pretend to be happy, or if you're someone that doesn't do that, you're just going to be a negative person to be around, operating at low frequency, and those loved ones around you, are going to suffer as well. And most importantly, you're going to suffer, right? Like, think of it like this. Why would you want to have negative thoughts? Like, it's something that's going to affect your daily functionality, right? Like something so small, you're going to end up giving it energy and blowing it up, right? So that's why that's low frequency. So in order to combat that, by going on morning walks, you're going to release endorphins, you're going to release serotonin. They're your happy, feel-good chemicals, right? And that's why I'm a big believer in morning walks versus evening walks. Like, yes, you can still go on evening walks, that's fine. But why not go on a morning walk as well, right? And start your day with a morning walk, because imagine starting your day with more endorphins, more serotonin, the happy, feel-good chemicals. Your day is just going to be more productive, you're going to feel better, you're going to be operating from a higher frequency, you're going to be operating as a better you, right? And this is what I want for everyone to feel, because this is what I feel. This is what keeps me so positive, by looking after my mental health. And it's not something, I've got to say this, right? It's not something that you want to just do for 1-2 days, right? So if you're watching this, just know that it's something you need to maintain, right? It's something that you can do daily. And why not, if you can have the time to sleep in and do the things that you know in your heart, like your consciousness is basically telling you, and you know this as well, right? Like, by you keeping yourself cozy, you're doing yourself disservice, right? You're actually doing yourself more harm than good by doing those, by being selfish to your body, right? You're self-sabotaging by taking the easy way out. When you actually choose to go to bed 30 minutes earlier, you can wake up 30 minutes earlier, right? And then you can do these morning walks. So everyone's got the time in their day, they've got the ability to fit this in somehow in their mornings. It's just all about prioritizing your day and structuring your day, right? In a way that is going to benefit you in the long run, right? And when it benefits you in the long run and you start operating as your best self, those loved ones, those people around you are just going to be like, wow, look at this person go, right? Like, he or she is so positive, and you're going to rub off on other people, right? The more better traits that you incorporate in your life, you're going to start rubbing off on those people that you're going to be an example. You're going to be a role model of those around you, right? And this is why I make this video. Like, I want you to keep spreading this. I want you to be the best version, so other people around you can also, you can help others around you, right? That's how we all contribute to society, right? And make sure that doesn't fail. But anyway, better mood, releasing more endorphins, serotonin, decreasing your negative thoughts. We all want that, right? So start implementing this. It's something you can do today. Now, reduction in stress. That's huge, right? Us as humans, we go through stress. I understand there's a lot of stress in our life, but as I said, if we don't maintain our mental health and look after it, it's going to diminish, right? And then the stress is going to come back. So we have to combat the stress, right? And we've got a hormone that's called cortisol, okay? All of us humans, men, women, we've got this hormone called cortisol, right? Put it this way, in simple terms, the more cortisol we have, the more stress we're going to have. The less cortisol we have, the less stress we're going to have. By going on your morning walks, you're going to start your morning with less stress, and then that's just going to totally make you feel better, right? Like you're totally going to like be a better version of yourself. And all the stress that you were having before, you're going to realize, like, you know what? We all have stress as humans. I'm not going to give that energy. I'm not going to let that affect my day-to-day routine. And that's how you start soldiering on with the day, right? And start like having more productive, happier days, right? So we all have stress, just understand it. But by doing your morning walks, you're going to start your day with, you know, less cortisol, right? And by having less cortisol in your body, which means less stress, right? So that's huge, absolutely huge, right? So keep that in mind, right? A really, really big tip. Now, anxiety and depression, right? This is something that a lot of people face. You know, I myself have faced severe anxiety, severe depression when I was at my lowest points in life. And when I started to actually pay attention to my health and what I could do to better it, and realize that no one's going to come save me other than me, this is something that basically starts to diminish, right? And you don't need medication. You don't need to live in a life with anxiety and depression. Like, you don't deserve it. Just know that anxiety and depression is temporary. It's not permanent, okay? And by going on your morning walks, by having a better mood, like that first point that I said to you, by releasing more endorphins, serotonin, you know, the happy feel-good chemicals, that will then reduce your anxiety. That correlates with that, reduces anxiety, reduces your depression or your negative thoughts or whatever you might have, and you start to feel much better, right? You start to navigate the day in such a high frequency, positive aspect, right? So keep that in mind. That is absolutely huge. So better mood, reduction in stress, reduced anxiety, depression, that is absolutely crucial, right, to your mental health. So that's why I can't stress this enough. Start implementing your morning walks, right, in your day. 20 to 30 minutes is all you need, right? And go to bed earlier, like 20-30 minutes earlier. Get up 20-30 minutes earlier. Get it done. After you get it done, I'm telling you, maintain this, right? And you're going to feel so much better. You're going to operate as a better human being, okay? And no one deserves to self-sabotage themselves. You need to give yourself more self-love and do things that are, because as adults, we're going to have these problems. As kids, this didn't even come to our mind, right? Let's be honest. As kids, we did what we want. We just played and we were happy, right? We were happy as kids. But as adults, we go through more trials and tribulations in life. And these trials and tribulations, unfortunately, are not going to disappear, right? You're never going to wake up with no issues. Like, everyone's got problems. I've got issues, I've got problems myself, right? But I maintain my mental health, which keeps me upbeat and keeps me going throughout the day. So that's what I want for you as well. So just raising awareness, right? And probably the last tip that I'm going to share before I end this video is, you know, it's going to allow you to make healthier choices throughout the day, you know, and operating with more energy. It also gives you more energy as well, right? So when you have better thoughts during the day, as I said before, when I earlier mentioned, you know, negative thoughts, your healthier choices are going to make your day better, right? And you're going to be operating from a positive standpoint, right? You're going to have more positive thoughts throughout the day. So all that negative self-talk you had, all those things, right? They're all going to start disappearing because you're going to start doing what's right for you, okay? You're going to set your day up for success, not failure. You're not going to self-sabotage yourself, and you're going to do so by having more energy as well. That's why I'm a huge believer in morning walks versus evening walks. Yes, there are benefits for going on evening walks. You can do that as well, right? Like, we're humans, we're made to move. We're not made to just sit there all day in a room, right? So keep this in mind. Look after your mental health, right? It's something that you need to take ownership of. No one's going to do it for you. And I always want the best for everyone, right? I'm a huge advocate on mental health because I've been there on the opposite side of the spectrum, and I don't want that for anyone, right? It's not nice to do to yourself, right? It's not nice to self-sabotage yourself, and you deserve better as a human being. Like, you deserve to live life and go through life in the easiest way possible, right? Like, you deserve that for yourself. So look after your mental health. Start going to bed a bit early if you're one of those that can't get up early in the morning, and fit this in your daily routine, right? Fit this in your daily routine. Doesn't cost any money, and you start reaping the benefits straight away, right? So listen, if you like this video, if you got some value out of it, if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I love having new followers. If you really, if you can really correlate with what I'm saying. But if you didn't, that's fine as well. But look, thanks for watching this video. Hope everyone has a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.